Please withhold my identity. I am a taxi driver in his late 30s. My employer has a fleet of buses and combis. Some transport from city to city, some from country to country. The purpose of the business is not for monetary profits, but we are targeting blood. Under the seats, we put our vehicle. Hello viewers, welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If it's to you, in this show we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. And guys, if you do have a story you want to share with the world, don't be shy, don't be afraid. The number is +263 775 597 775 +263 775 597 775, or you can contact our PR Fidel on fidelgorge@gmail.com. It's strictly a WhatsApp only. So guys, this is video number 2 of 2. It was a double upload today. If you have not watched the first video, make sure after watching this one you go there and watch. We have plenty of confessions in this video, so stay tuned as I'm going to take you through. Enjoy your watch. I am a taxi driver for almost 10 years. I have one pair of trousers, one shirt, one pair of shoes. No wife, no kids, no house of mine. My parents have 8 children. Of the 8, I am the last born. They loved me so much because I was the last born. This created a strong hatred between me and my brothers. They were jealous because I was the most wanted. That hatred never vanished. It remained there till we are old people. Our father died because of old age and remained with our mother. All my 7 siblings went to Johannesburg because they were mature enough to be at work. I remained staying with mom. They sent her money hoping she is building a rural house they wanted her to build. Mom spoiled me with the money. I took my class 4 driver's license from the money. I could request anything I want from mom and she was going to do it for me. Mom spoiled me just like a last born who is still in his teens. So my siblings never thought mom could do such to them. One of my brothers lost his job. He was fired from work. He came back to the village and discovered nothing was built. There was only one room. I was staying with mom. This affected her. This almost made her kill himself. People saw him when he was almost trying to hang himself. Thanks to the people who saw him early before he did the thing. From that day, my siblings never wanted to talk with me. Within a few period of months, another brother of me in Pretoria lost his life. He was hit by a car whilst returning from work. He was supposed to be buried here in the village, so funeral arrangements were made. They came to the village and discovered there was no home. It was only a one round hut which was built by our father when he was still alive. This angered all the brothers. They started beating me. This affected mom because she was a high blood pressure patient. Mom's illness increased and mom will never be okay again. Mom lost her life within a few period of time. This worsened my situation. My brothers fired me away from home. They threatened to kill me. I moved to the city. In the city, there was no one I know. I tried one of my school classmates' number. It wasn't reachable. That was the worst night of my life. I slept on a card box under a dead lorry. That was the worst part of my life. The next day, I realized the truck was not broken. I thought it was broken. The engine woke me when the driver came very early in the morning. The driver said, "Hey, why are you doing this? Are you trying to kill yourself?" I said, "No, I don't want to kill myself, but I don't have where to go. I am new in town. I grew up in the rural area. My brothers forced me out. Lucky enough, I managed to have this license." I showed the man my license and he said, "It's not a big deal. Let's go to my employer. Then you show him your license." We went to his employer. The employer liked me. I don't know why, but he said, "You are beautiful enough to be working for me." The conditions where I was to be given food, shelter, and few runs, I liked it because it was good, better than staying in the street. Also, they promised if I was to finish 10 years working for him, he was going to give me 2 combis. I liked the thing and the money was reasonable. At least I could survive. I started working and working. They were giving me food, shelter, and few runs. But there's this thing I discovered. Sometimes when you make a huge loss, you fail to meet the target of the employer. He was not angry at all. He could just laugh and said, "Job well done." It took me almost 5 years to understand the situation. I understood because whenever I hook a commercial sex worker to sleep with in the car, my private part disappears. Or sometimes it won't be ready for bedtime. This affected me. I went to several sangomas and traditional healers. They enlightened me and said, "You are working for a very dangerous person." From that time I knew, and the person acted like he knew that I now know his doings and habits. From that day he disclosed everything to me. In our taxis and buses, there will be his snakes. The snakes will be under the seats. If she is on a period pain, she came to board our taxi, our combi, our bus, the snake who sends the smell of the period pain blood, then you start to drink it. That's the main purpose we are doing this transport business. Yes, they've been giving me everything. It's almost 10 years. I'm almost there. But there is this thing which is eating me up. It's now 10 years at work. I am now 39 years old. I am not yet married. I don't have a house. I only have 1 pair of shoes, 1 pair of trousers. This thing is affecting me. What will happen to me when I'm fired? Is this work? Also, I'm feeling guilty for what we did to many ladies. Some of them are failing to have kids now. Some of them are breaking up with their long lifetime husbands. Some of them are killing people. Some of them are involved in dangerous deals, drugs. Some are now commercial sex workers for no reason. quitting your permanent decent job and went to be a commercial sex worker because of us. This thing is affecting me. Solution Uncle, please publish to your audience. I wish I could be a better person, living a normal. And our next confession is as follows. This is more of a confession to advise others. I hope something you can learn from my story. I am a lady in my 40s who got pregnant in my teens. I was so nervy to the point when men could just buy me food, I could be free to have them meet me. It was a village life. I ran to Accra with one guy I thought I was in love with. When he impregnated me, he disappeared and didn't have family with me, so I worked very hard, but I saw that I developed hatred for the child. Being a mother that young age, I felt like my son was stopping my progress. I was renting a kiosk, then I'll lock him up in the room and go out and have fun. You cry the whole night and people around will warn me that they'll call police to take the child from me. So I got in touch with my elder sister and she came and took my child. He was 11 years then, so he knew me as a mom. After that, I didn't make any effort to look for the child. I didn't tell men that I was born as I have a firstborn. I thought it will spoil my chances because I was looking for marriage. But the men will lie to me, sleep with me, and leave. It was that all the time. Once a while, I call my sister and she asks me when I'll visit to buy. I visit, but I didn't go. Now, as I speak, the boy doesn't see me as the mom. He is 28, and I visited him, and he told me he doesn't know me as his mother. I have been trying to know him more, but he sees my sister more than me, and my sister said I should give him time. He sees her as the mother and buys her things. I know it's my fault, but it's painful, and he is my only child. Our next confession is as follows. Yellow Solution Uncle, please withhold my identity. For the past 3 years, my guy has been taking me to a movie house to watch movies. Even when I have suggested a different place, he still insists we go to the mall and watch a movie. He doesn't allow us to sit in any of the restaurants to eat. He only buys popcorn for us to watch the movie with. I later learned that he gets a discount because he knows someone there. This is only one example of many times he had tried to be stingy even when there is no need. The way his mind works is that he tries to find the cheapest way to do everything, the best way to cut costs. He is an investment freak and he is constantly thinking about putting money away. I used to love him for it at the beginning of our relationship, but right now, it's just too much. He is a good cook. Anytime I suggest we go out and eat, he will tell us to go to the market and come and cook home so we can enjoy a movie indoors. When we go out, it's either for a walk or window shopping. He doesn't like to buy anything. If he has not done a budget for it, he won't buy. I know this is a good character, but it's extreme for me. Anytime I point it out to him, he tells me, check myself, change my mind. What is the essence of saving a lot of money only to die tomorrow and not be able to spend it? Because of this same thing, he is 29 years and refusing to rent because he said he's saving money. And by the next year, he can start a building project. So he's still in his parents' house, 29 years old. He has his own room, but it's not the same as visiting a guy who is independent and stays on his own. At least he can rent for now and then build. I suggested we do something else this Valentine's Day, and he said we can just spend time indoors, go and watch a movie. I wish I can use my own money to surprise him and show him how to spend, but my job doesn't fetch much. Kindly tell me I'm not the one at fault here, cause that's what he makes me think. Our final confession is as follows. I am asking the ladies, please, why do some of you do this thing to us? I've told her I like her, and she said she is still mending a broken heart, so I should give her time. But she said she likes me. Over 7 months of still mending broken heart. Oh, but that's not my problem. Along the line, she will call and ask for something. Sometimes small things like call credit. Then she is not feeling well, so I should send money for her to go to the hospital, money for food. Her boss hasn't paid yet, so I should send her half of her salary for the meantime, and she will pay. We all know she never does. This happened like twice. One time I told her I wasn't having, and she got all emotional about if I would treat her like if we start dating, cause she is considering accepting me, but sometimes I act stingy, so she doesn't know. If I list the things I've paid and brought for her, will even be surprised. She called me stingy. It's like she forgets what you do for her the moment she asks for something new and you can't help her with. This is a girl who has never opened her legs for me or even cooked for me. I am considering forgetting her, but I have seen the attitude of many girls to use men for money. Use us for your needs. Some of you don't even know how to appreciate things. Anyway, why do you girls do that? It doesn't show home training. A guy who loves you will spend on you according to his pocket. The billing is too much.